What's up, YouTube? Dax the Leader here, back with CPL Minors Season 1, week number 7. This time we're taking on Zombie Captains and his Victoria Victinis. Zombie is someone I met way back in the PUL Season 2, which is the first draft league I uploaded on YouTube alongside CPL Season 3, and we've been pretty good friends ever since. I beat him last season, and this would probably be like the 4th or 5th time we're playing, having played in PUL Season 2. We didn't play in CPL in PUL Season 2. We played in PUL Season 3 twice, and CPL last season only once. Okay, so we played 3 times. He's beat me twice. I've beat him once. So we're looking to tie up that score this week. For those of you who don't know, I just got back sort of at the beginning of the week from a vacation that was pretty nice. So what this actually means is that I'm actually recording this before I've played my week 6 game. So I can't say for sure what our record is right now. It's either going to be 6-0 or 5-1, hopefully the former. But anyway, yeah, at the time of this recording, I'm 5-0, and we're looking to hold on to first place in this league and extend our win streak. So that said, let's go over Zombie's team, get an idea of what we're about to get into right here. Zombie's got himself that Zygarde 50%, the Infernape, which is a Z Crystal holder, a nasty regen core in Toxapex and Tangrowth. He has a Silvally, a Cofagrigus, a Masquerain, meaning we've got the threat of both Trick Room and Webs to worry about. Mecha Gardevoir, which he traded for recently, I think just for me actually, because my team is incredibly weak to offensive fairies. All they need is electric coverage to hit my 2 fairy resists, so that's a big threat. There's the Thundurus Incarnate, there is the Mamoswine, there's a Ditto actually, and there is a Frogadier. So those are, Frogadier is his other Z Crystal holder. Those are his 12 Pokemon, and what we are bringing to deal with that, first and foremost, is the Araquanid. Amelie the Araquanid is back, Sticky Web as usual, Liquidation, Leech Life, and Magic Coat. This is a very similar set to the one I brought in week 5 versus Shadow. Fizdef to check his ground types. I can take I can take any ground type hit basically. Araquanid has a sneaky amount of physical bulk with a nice stat of 92. And its special defense is naturally quite high, so I don't have to invest all that much into it, if anything, in order to take hits on the special side, so you can usually afford to invest a lot into defense, which I've done this week. 68 speed, I think, is to outspeed a max speed Toxapex or something. Possibly. We've got the Sticky Web, Liquidation, Leech Life, and Magic Coat. Magic Coat is to prevent any kind of taunt shenanigans. Leech Life is to hit the Tangrowth. Liquidation is to hit the 2 offensive ground types that he has, being the Mamoswine and the Zygarde. It actually does 2 at KO Zygarde, I think, with the spread I have given myself, if it's not a bulky Zygarde. And Sticky Web, mostly to slow down the Gardevoir, and hopefully if he's not bringing Trick Room, this does put quite a hindrance on most of his team. Next up, we've got Vipod, the Weavile. I've got quite a spammable. Weavile's got a good matchup here because its moves are very spammable. Knockoff, Ice Shard, Icicle Crash, and counter Knockoff and Icicle Crash being the main damage dealing attacks I have. Ice Shard is just here to revenge kill things like the Zygarde. And if it does end up setting up quite a bit and it has extreme speed, I do have the Sash and the counter to deal with that. Sash counter is also my best way to hit the Infernape and the Mamoswine. Next up, we've got Skarmory, Taunt, Stealth Rock, another Countermon, and Roost. Roost is obvious. Speed, maybe this is for the Toxapex, or I hit 186. There's a, yeah, we've got a little bit of speed, a little bit of Spadaf. 172 defense, bold. I don't need a ton of Fizdef to take on the Zygarde, I realize, because I do think he's going to be jolly with the 95 speed to potentially tie my Oricorio and outspeed something like, I don't think he needs to be Jolly for the Volcanion, but yeah, I guess the Oricorio. So I guess I could see Edmund as well, but anyway. Yeah, we don't need a ton of Fizdef. This is a great check to the Mamoswine, one of the best in the game. And I can prevent Zygarde from setting up, prevent Toxapex from getting its hazards up, and I can counter the Zygarde of the Mamoswine, get my own rocks. That is the plan. We're not bringing hazard removal this week because we are hazard stacking him. And I think he, even if he hazard stacks me, I think he appreciates these hazards up on his side less than I do. I think it hurts him more than it hurts me. Next up, we have our win con this week, the Cresselia. Maybe you, having looked at the team builder, you will notice that he does not have a dark type, meaning he has no immunity to Psyshock. I have Safeguard, Calm Mind, Moonlight, and Psyshock. This Cress has also quite a bit of speed, the same as my Volcanion, I believe. No, not exactly. But yeah, once I get some Calm Minds up, there's really not a lot he can do versus this, similar to my game versus Shadow. Cress is just such a good mon if you've got that matchup right. Next, we have the Volcanion. This is the only thing I have to pivot into the Gardevoir. With the Assault Vest, I am not too KO'd by a timid Thunderbolt. And I have Earth Power, Fire Blast, Steam Eruption, and Sludge Bomb. Sludge Bomb is my best move to hit the Gardevoir, and Earth Power threatens out the Toxapex. Finally, we have another Breaker, Roselle, our Gallade, with Poison Jab, Zen Headbutt, Ice Punch, and Drain Punch. Ice Punch nearly Oko Zygarde like almost every time. I think it does like 94 min. Drain Punch is a similar role on Mamoswine. Zen Headbutt hits most of his team because, like I said, he doesn't have Psychic Immunity and not too many resists. And Poison Jab is for that Gardevoir. So that is our team, and we're going to go ahead and challenge Zombie right here. I'll be cutting to the game. See you guys then. Alright you guys, here we go with the game versus Zombie and his Victoria Victinis, and we can see that he brings the Gardevoir, the Thundurus, the Tangrowth, the Infernape, the Silvally, and the Cofagrigus. So not unlike what I saw in my mocks, as in there is no Toxapex, which was actually the only thing stopping my Cresselia, because Cresselia isn't strong enough to just break it on its own, and if it had Haze, it would stop my setup. He does have the Tangrowth, which is going to be a little hard to break, and he does have the Cofag, which I really don't have the best switch-ins into, so I've got to just maneuver myself so that Weavile is in on that, and I can, yeah, force it out. Other than that, it's looking like he doesn't have much to deal with my Araquanid turn 1. A Thundurus is another threat, and I can only really switch in Cress, which I'd rather not do, but anyway. Alright, I think we are just going to lead Araquanid and get our hazards up as soon as possible. His only rocker that he's brought is this Silvally, and it's a Silvally Water this week. Let me check if this thing gets Taunt. I'm going to look that up off screen. Alright, so it's looking like Silvally doesn't learn Taunt itself. Yeah, this is his only rocker. I think he'd go for it now. Right? Or would he just try to attack me? He doesn't have either of his ground types actually, so I really don't need this aside like from maybe to check the Infernape. I am gonna Magic out here because of that then. Let's see, Toxic. Awesome. That's huge. Alright. And now we Sticky Web. I guess this is his defogger as well, but now that this thing's toxic, like, it's on the timer. and I don't think it's going to beat me 1v1, especially if I get a few defense drops with liquidation. But would I even go for liquidation? Like, I guess I'll calc it, but yeah, leech life is probably my play here. Let me see how much of a difference that's making. Calculate. Speak out tower or wrapping. Versus a Silvali. I have no idea what set this is, but it's water. It's gonna be all the way at the bottom, isn't it? Fantastic. Few defensive defog. Okay. Maybe I don't beat this 1v1. And if he does have defog, what I'd actually like to do is, preserve my Rakwanin so I can get up webs later. What threatens this out, though? I guess I can get a Mega off with Gallade, but I don't really need to do that. No, I think Araquanid is the best bet I have in terms of just finding out information about this thing, and he does reveal the defog. So I guess I just have to spam webs here. And he's kind of low now, so he'll die before I do, I think. And I think I keep my webs up. He does go into the Tangrowth. Oh, right. What was that for? I think I do have Justified on Gallade, and what I'd love to do is switch it in on a knockoff. Because, yeah, once I get my Mega up, I'm starting to do a ton of damage. I outspeed his entire team now that the webs are up. I just hope he doesn't go for like a Slate Powder or anything. He wouldn't necessarily on my Toxic Araquanid, right? I think Gallade's the play. Yeah, let's do that. Figure out what kind of Tang this is. Awesome. Knock off, get myself my Justified boost, and I can throw off an Ice Punch right here. Let's see how much this does. Actually, can like a Power Whip or something kill me? Considering knockoff did 23. Gallade versus Tangrowth. I think you're more than likely Fizz Def. Knockoff does 17 to 20. Oh, it does have. Looks like it does have a little bit of attack investment. Okay. That's interesting. Anyway. +1 Ice Punch. I'm a little worried, hold on. Did he reveal leftovers? He did not. One second. Yeah, minus speed, so Power Whip. $56. Whereas, actually, Poison Jab's a little bit stronger, so I'm gonna go for that. +1. Oh, Poison Jab is probably gonna 2-hit KO. Awesome. Let's just go for it. And, oh, easy 2-hit KO. Earthquake, yeah, that's not doing much. And now, what is his switch in to a Poison Jab? It's the Kofag, right? And then he'll like mummy me or whatever. So I can predict that and go for the Zen or the Ice Punch and potentially get a freeze. But I think Zen is going to be a little bit better because it's my strongest move. Yeah, for sure. So let's just make sure it kills the Tangrowth at 35, considering that Poison Jab did hold on. Poison Jab did 65. Gonna set as this, it doesn't have a lot of bulk. It's definitely not max defense. So let's say that was a max roll. He has like maybe no defense even. That's interesting. Max HP. Yeah, he could be Spadef with a little bit of attack, like Assault Vest. Alright. So Zen Headbutt at +1 does 43 to 51. Just gotta land it. Let's see the... yeah. That's what I thought. Can I 2-hit KO this? I can't. That sucks. Okay, so he gets his Trick Room right here. And... yeah. I still have a Araquanid, which can at least... it can at least liquidation this thing, try to get that defense drop so I can revenge kill afterwards, but I think I do have to lose a few mons here. I gotta keep Gallade around for the Gardevoir though. It is faster than everything except the Torn. I'm gonna switch into Araquanid. It's definitely the most expendable mon. Like I said, I tried to keep it around against the Silvally just in case I have to get Web Slip back up later, which I would like to do, but that's not looking possible. So yeah, I think he Trick Rooms here. Memento, that's cool. Alright, you're gonna try to set up with something? Maybe the Thundi? Probably the Thundi, right? It's not really worth it with anything else because it's slowed down. I did see Scarf Thundi in a mock. That's a little scary. Otherwise, I think I can deal with any Thundi set. Crest can, yeah, with that thing gone, like, that was his mon that kills Crest, so great. He does bring out the Thundurus. Do I try to go for liquidation anyway? Maybe get a defense drop and like then I don't even have to risk the Scarf. If I get a defense drop, can I kill like with an Ice Shard or something? That'd be great. But do I sack this off or do I just go into Crest here? Let's see. Araquanid. Versus the Thundurus. Liquidation at -2, correct? That's what Memento does. Hello? Can I scroll down? Alright. That's still doing like almost half. Wish I had my rocks up earlier. Okay. So if I do like 38, he Nasty Plots, he Thunderbolts. Let's see, Weavile. I need to be doing at least 62 with Ice Shard. Oh, that's super close. That's worth it. I'm gonna attack. He Nasty Plots. Give me a good roll. 39, 61. Alright, yeah, and he gets the defense drop, so that's definitely in Weavile range. Nice. This has been neutralized. And he's not Scarf, so in fact I can just Icicle Crash, but like, I don't even need to. So if knockoff kills, I'd rather go for that. And knockoff... knockoff does. Did he reveal an item? He did not. So if he's like Z, then it's not gonna kill. So do I go for the guaranteed kill with Ice Shard, or like almost guaranteed? Because let's see, what's higher? What's a higher chance? That's all I gotta do, right? Ice Shard. It's like 60.8 to 72. He's at 61. Let me put you at 61%. %, 87% chance to OHKO, whereas Icicle Crash has a it's a 10% chance to miss only, right? I'm going into this regardless, okay? So 87% chance to kill with Ice Shard, or 90% chance to kill with Ice Shard if I hit, so I'm gonna go for Icicle Crash. He does switch out into the Silvally. I think this gets 2-hit KO'd, or at least the knockoff. That does nothing. That's probably Fizz Death. Or at least the knockoff hopefully kills this. So considering that Icicle Crash did 13, let's calc a knockoff against the Silvally Water. Few defensive defog, is this max Fizz Death? It's close. Icicle Crash did only 13, so you have way more defense than this at least. Let's call it max. And yeah, 13 was a low roll actually. Knockoff is gonna do 21 to 25. That's not in range. Okay. And Araquanid's dead. So you probably defog here. That sucks. Alright, so now we really gotta play safe with Gardevoir. Or do we go for the flinch? That's awful. I'm like sure he's gonna defog, right? So either we go for the flinch with Icicle Crash, which is a 30% chance, or a crit with knockoff, which is not that high a chance. So I'm also cocking the right set, right? I'm like adamant. Yeah. Alright. Yeah, this is a higher chance, so I'm gonna go for that. Let's see if we get rewarded. We do. Holy crap, dude. Well, I mean, like I said, I made the play, right? So, great, let's stay up. Does he think I'm like banded now? No way. And I can't go for the miss now. Yeah, I'm gonna reveal that I'm not banded. Not just to spite him. RK, not just to spite him. Yeah, good on him preserving that, actually. This is a Z Crystal user, that's cool. And we're just gonna counter here, right? I don't really need health on this. I just needed a round to remove the Thundy, which nothing else outspeeds, but I'm sure, yeah, as long as this is alive. Yeah, let's just click counter. Oh crap. Okay, what do you do here? How many SDs does this thing have? Also 32. Crap, this is mind games now. Oh no. Alright. He could just hard switch. Let's see how much. He's like Z Fire, that's gonna melt Crest. I have to get this play right eventually. and I am faster, so eventually I could just like go for flinches, but then I'll just kind of. Oh, I have my sash, right? So no matter what, I live one hit when he goes for it. It's just, can I kill this thing in the process? I think I'm gonna find out if he needs another SD to kill like max defense crest or whatever. I'm not gonna calc my own crest, I'm gonna calc a max defense Cresselia. Alright. Versus Infernape. We're gonna find out what is stronger. Is it gonna be Z Flare Blitz or is it gonna be U-turn? Would he even run U-turn? I don't know. Okay. Z Flare Blitz at +2. If I switch in, I'm still dying. Just to +2. U-turn doesn't 2-hit KO. So, I mean, depending on if he wants to go for that. But yeah, if I switch into Infernape, Crest gets 2-hit KO'd. So what I'm thinking is he doesn't need another SD. I think I counter again. He switches, that's fine. Alright, whatever. Does Weavile kill this Tangrowth, considering I calced it as having as little Fizz Def as it did. It probably does. So, let's just make sure. Let's call it OUSL Fest, because I did calculate to have like almost no defense investment. Weavile. Icicle Crash does 58 to 69. Oh, that's kind of close. And I don't want to lose my sash here. That's kind of annoying. I guess I'll get up rocks then. Knock off. Annoying, but whatever. Now he can go into his Infernape here or his Thundy, and I do have counter. Rocks are gonna put things in range, right? Okay, hold on. He's probably not. I think he goes into Thundy here. So I'm actually gonna taunt on this turn so he can't nasty plot and then get Cress in. That's more valuable than rocks. I'm sure he's going into Thundy. Great. I'm making some good reads this game. Okay, so now you can't. Yeah, Crest. Always Crest. And I can start combining on this thing. Hopefully we don't see a para. He goes into the Gardevoir. And I do think I win this 1v1 right here. Worst, I think I might just win the game here, but worst case scenario, let's see. He could probably like Toxic. Do I safeguard then? Huh. What's my item? It's leftovers. I think I should safeguard just in case. Because I'm already up one combined and I'll be faster like every other turn. I guess I'll run some calcs to see if I need to be combining like much faster than this thing or what. Gardevoir. Mega. Offensive support, does that mean not max attack? Cresselia. This is my set, right? Yeah. Yeah. Hypervoice does 44 if I'm +1 speed def. It's doing 30. So it's not 3 at KOing. Yeah, I think it's worth it. I'm gonna go for the safeguard here. Toxic, taunt, Unfort. That makes sense. So what? He could start setting up his own combines. This lasts for 3 turns. I'll pivot into Volcanion. Wish. Okay, I did. I saw this set in the mock. That's annoying. What now? He could protect just to scout what I'm gonna do, but you're at full health, so he'd probably just switch. Probably not into the Tangrowth. What could you switch into? Silvally, potentially? Definitely Silvally, right? That sucks, because I don't want him to get that defog off. And he is like max Fizdev. So... oh well. I don't think I can prevent that. And I'm not going to risk anything crazy, so I'll just Sludge Bomb here, I think. Alternatively... yeah, I just don't want to take an attack from this. We're going to Sludge Bomb. We do get some good damage off. That's great. And yeah, Thunderbolt did not 2 at KLS. We have that Sludge Bomb that's doing 54 to it. So it's slowly losing health. Eventually it's going to have to not go for the Thunderbolt, or the Wish, or something. Alright. And yeah, we kill here. So either you protect, or you die. And Volcanion has done its job. Awesome. There goes the threat defog. And in comes the Thundurus, which is going to get up a nasty plot here. Or just a Thunderbolt, and if it does... if it does go for the Thunderbolt, then it doesn't get the nasty plot, meaning I can set up on it with Cress again. So let's just attack. Does Sludge Bomb kill? Probably not. I'm only saying that because Sludge Bomb is my only 100% accurate move that hits this thing. And now Sludge Bomb's not killing even if it is max, even if it's no bulk. So let's go for like, yeah, Steam Eruption and Fire Blast do the same amount. I think Steam Eruption's more accurate, 95 versus 85. So it does just elect to attack me here. And actually, let's get in the Weavile, right? Put pressure on something. Or is Cress better? Seeing how Gardevoir is like a lot lower now. What I'm saying is, if Weavile comes in, I let in Infernape, and then I have to either switch it on Infernape, or like play those counter mind games again, which I don't really want to do. So I think I'd rather just go Cress here. And this was taunted earlier, actually, right? So if it had Toxic, it couldn't have revealed it. I'm just scrolling through, seeing if it ever went for... seeing how much I know about this thing's set. I think it just revealed Nasty Plot and Thunderbolt. If it does have the Toxic, like, I already brought in Cress, and it is faster. It has the Prankster even, so there's nothing I can do about that, actually. If he does go for the Nasty Plot, I'm gonna Calm Mind, and now I'm gonna trade, basically, right here. Let me see how much... if I can just attack and kill it, I'll do that. He has a +1 over me. Cress. So, +1 special attack, +1 special defense. Thunderbolt, he's at +1 essentially. Psyshock does 45 to 53. That's not quite enough. But, I mean... So what I really want is this thing to be healthy, right? He's gonna attack. And he's gonna do... possibly 52. Yeah, he has a very high chance to 2 KO right here, especially because I'm not at full. So... does that mean I Calm Mind again? Because then he still... hold on. Basically, if he attacks right now, what happens? If he goes for the Thunderbolt, I'm at 98. Okay. The Thunderbolt has a 12... that's it? 12% chance to 2-hit KO? Well, that's not high at all. So I should probably recover then. Or, because he has such a low chance to 2-hit KO, do I Calm Mind and then recover? I'll take 1, right? I'll be at... say he gets that... hold on. Let's say another +1 here. +2, Thunderbolt's doing 41. Is there a roll that... basically I have to be above 41 at that point, and if he gets a max roll, or like, what are the rolls that puts me above 41? This is so much math, I hate this. Okay, 98, I'm gonna pull out a calculator, like an actual calculator. 98 minus 55 is 43. Okay, wait, even if he gets a max roll with that 55, I'm still at 43. So if I Calm Mind here, and he only has a max of 41, then I can recover on the next turn, and then I'll be gaining health unless he nasty plots at any other point. Or do I just try to kill this now and set up versus something else, which I'll outspeed? That doesn't look too bad. Infernape can probably kill me at that point with his Z Flare Blitz, though. So, it comes down to whether... it's gonna come down to, like, mind games, basically. Wait, no, it's not, because Gallade's faster than everything. Yeah, my priority is to kill this. Because this is the only thing that outspeeds Gallade. Outspeeds Gallade, and I think that's what I want to win with now. I have actually a few ways to win this, right? I could have gone for the game with Cress. That does nothing. 36 only. Whatever. Alright, not even going to preserve this, but whatever. Like, we've decided that we're not preserving it. He nasty plots, don't care. And yeah, so because that happened the way it did, Cress could potentially win on its own now. Or the other option was to win with, like, predicting the Infernape and getting a counterplay right. Or, or the easiest way to do it is to just win with Gallade. I just have to hit a Zen Headbutt versus the Infernape. Maybe not even. Maybe Drain Punch can kill it from 76. And I think that's actually quite likely. So, Gardevoir. You could wish right here, and I'd rather you don't. Considering he didn't go for the Toxic, he probably doesn't have it. I'm gonna say he doesn't have it. I think you most likely wish here, in which case I'd probably get like 2 Calm Minds. Yeah, let's just out Calm Mind this thing. Hyper Voice, it just attacks me. Okay. So he did 17. He did 17. So he's not max special attack. Let's give him the benefit of the doubt, say that was a min roll. He has like next to no special attack then. He probably has no special attack. Oh, that's crazy. Alright, so let's say max HP then. and I'm at +2 special attack. Psyshock is doing 27 to 31. So I easily 2 KO this. Or like, it is kind of close. No, well, I 2 KO it, alright? Unless he's like max Fizz Death. Could he be max Fizz Death? Probably. But it's not doing any damage to me whatsoever, so I can probably Calm Mind again. Wish. Alright. It does look like I'm going to beat this thing 1v1. If he protects or anything, I don't see why. There's no reason not to Calm Mind again, right? I guess I could have thought about that longer, but oh crap. Unless that happens. Which was bound to happen eventually, but that's alright. I'll just Moonlight up here. He shouldn't be doing that much damage, and he does go for the taunt. Right, I forgot he had the taunt. But yeah, hopefully he's not max Fizz Def, or else he might be out of range of Gallade, and we're just gonna try to put this thing in range of Gallade, because that's all it's gonna take. So yeah, let's just guess that he's max Fizz Def. Bold. How much does Gallade's Poison Jab do? Not even to worry about the crest. I'll probably, unless he gets a crit within these next 3 turns, I probably 1v1 this thing anyway. With the crest, so I'm not that worried. But just in case. Poison Jab does 58 to 68, so I need to keep it ideally below half, or like just around there. And that's doing 50%, okay. So yeah, don't get a crit here, and then that'll just kill, right? Psyshock did exactly 50. Okay, this is gone. GG. Yeah, that's it. I think we just won this 4-0. This thing comes in. Let's see if I'm faster, but probably. Great. That's dead. And then taunts over. I think that's game. Oh, this is at full. What am I not? Oh, right, regen. I learned recently that regen only activates like when you come back in, which is I feel like that's different from the way it was before. But this is probably gonna do almost okay. Weird, because I thought this was like nearly had like very little defense, but whatever. That's still a 3-hit KO. What are you gonna do? Knock off and 1 more hit. That's game. Alright, GG Zombie. We are nice. We are, yeah, I've personally won 6 games in a row at this point, although this does count as week 7 of the CPL, meaning we're at least either 7-0 or 6-1. So that's great. This is our highest differential win of the season. So yeah, that feels good. And we tied up our overall score with Zombie. Thank you guys so much for watching, and be sure to leave a like, retweet, and maybe even subscribe. But until next time, later guys.